Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Street Joss here. Welcome back to my channel. We're back with another reaction to Peaky Blinders. This is season 4 premiere, season 4, episode 1. And this one actually has a title. It's The Noose. And based off that title, I'm guessing we're going to see somebody hung today. But I made sure to wear my Peaky Blinders season premiere button up. It's kind of become a tradition at this point. I've worn it for every single one. And you guys already know it's going to be here for the entire journey. But where we last left things off, things were initially looking up. Everybody was excited for the future and to start their new lives. And then it all came crashing down. Tommy. I mean, obviously, he did what he did to protect his family, but even more importantly, he did what he did to keep his family under his control. And the final shot of season 3 had Tommy standing there by himself without his family behind his back. So I don't know if that's going to be a theme moving forward, but I'm definitely looking forward to finding out because a lot of people have told me a lot of good things about this season and have even said that this is their favorite one of the series. So I'm excited to find out why it is. If you guys are looking for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now is a very good time to click that button down below. Smash that like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. I'm guessing there's going to be a bit of a time jump. I wouldn't be surprised if Arthur already had his kid. They better not be hanging Arthur. Is the deal off or something? I thought Tommy made a deal. No. Please tell me this is just a bad dream.
Arthur, you have to call the king.
About what?
About this. The leader of the gang, Thomas Shelby. He claims his family was caught up in a wider conspiracy. He names Winston Churchill.
You woke me up for this?
And he also sent us this.
It's coming down to the minute.
How the fuck did a Birmingham racketeer get his hands on a personal letter written by King George?
This is a terrible start.
In the bleak midwinter.
In the bleak midwinter.
Wait. Just in the nick of time. Thank God. Like my fists are clenched right now. 1 year later, 2 days before Christmas, 1925. These look a little bit different.
I've wrapped all Charlie's presents and left them in the room.
What did I get him?
She did everything? Come on, Tommy.
Tommy, I've had Christmas cards from John, Arthur, Ada, Michael and Polly. And an invitation. New Year's. Party at John's house. Why don't you come? Just turn up. Bring Charlie. Tommy, you've never even seen Arthur's kid. Nor John and Esme's.
What?
I got Charlie a real horse. Is he? Not a toy.
Christmas Day, it'll be just you and Charlie.
And the horse. Look. Sometimes I have a sniff of snuff, so what? How's your mother? When she was pardoned.
Paulie's not talking to him.
Tablets the doctor gave her when she was in the prison. She says that when she was inside the noose, she saw spirits. She's running seances, but people just come into the house to steal things. Told me it's bad. Ah, it's not.
Oh, God. Paulie might have been the most affected by things.
Oh, listen to me, Michael. Keep it off whiskey. Throw away the tablets. And stop giving a fucking snap.
I do not want to see the state that Paulie's in.
Oh, my sweet. Oh, my heart. Crushed to death in the canal. But back home again.
She's in a dark place right now.
So beautiful.
Elizabeth Gray.
For fuck's sake.
Well, John seems to be in a good place. Can't shoot for shit, but he's in a good place.
Fucking birds.
You say there is a disparity in pay based on sex.
Tommy Shelby, OBE. No, it's not about you. It's about disparities.
OBE, you
It's about
got
10
it.
shillings a week for working mothers so they can buy shoes for the kids.
How would I choose myself?
So now you deny others.
And barefoot I grew up mean.
You grew up mean, you say. Threatened though, I think, somewhere.
No threats.
The whole of Birmingham knows you, Mr. Shelby.
Sweetheart,
As they should.
whatever you've heard, I don't need to make threats.
I will conduct myself as a businessman.
Who says sweetheart?
You say there is a 10-shilling disparity between male and female cutters in 2 of my factories. I will increase the pay of the female cutters in this factory by 5 shillings. And I will cut the pay of the male cutters in the Rover by 5 shillings.
You do that, I will bring all my members out on strike.
Oh yeah?
He's playing hardball.
Week after Christmas, you think so?
You will hear the whistles blow all across Birmingham.
We had lots of whistles blow, sweetheart.
You had to say it one more time.
I'm sorry to keep asking, but Chef needs to know how many for dinner tomorrow. He's new. He's foreign, he gets very upset.
Doesn't need to cook much.
Oh, will you tell Chef there'll be 27 guests for Christmas dinner tomorrow?
27?
I want you at the table, Francis, so make it 28.
We'll be busy.
With her own family.
You've put up with me this past year, looked after Charlie when I've been on business. Tomorrow, you'll eat at my table.
I like the sentiment.
Things will get better, I think, next year.
I hope so. There's his letter. I'm intrigued. Oh, the Italians.
Maple 245. Arthur, you checked your post. I just got served the black hand. I just got delivered a black fucking hand to the house.
What does that mean, though?
From local Changretta.
I'm guessing death.
Yes, of course. You know what the black hand means among the wops, Arthur? It's mafia shit. The Sicilian fucking mafia.
Oh, I knew it would come back.
Post, Arthur.
Did you say mafia?
Is Marley to make a call?
No.
Call Tommy.
Fucking call.
What the fuck is this? Can you tell me what the fuck it is?
Give it here!
What is it?
It's from Luca Changretta. Right, we killed his dad.
I remember. It was Tommy who killed him.
It was fucking off to pull the trigger! The Black Hand came here. Everybody will have got one. They're coming for us all.
Liverpool Docks.
Take off the hat.
Is that Adrian Brody? Oh, Black Hand. I saw a tattoo.
And what's the purpose of your visit?
Pleasure.
Oh, God. He's intimidating. Uh-oh, someone's coming. Ooh. The thing is, I think if they were going to do a hit on him, like right now, he wouldn't even hear it coming.
Mr. Shelby, it's your sister.
I know. Send her in. I've got a card, Ida. I'm guessing Arthur and John have had one as well.
Hello, Tommy. Hello, Ada. Welcome
Straight
home.
to it.
It's nice to be back. So, boss, in light of the changed circumstances, what are your orders?
If we stay out in the open isolated, he'll pick us off one by one.
Yep, gotta be together.
To be together in the place, even they won't dare to come. I'm calling a family meeting. Charlie Strong's yard, Boxing Day.
Yes, I want to hear them speak.
Hello. Arthur, it's Tommy. Be quick, they're asleep. Family meeting, Charlie's yard, Boxing Day, midday. I can't raise John, but I'll send Michael to get him. If you have to pull a gun on Linda, do it. Merry Christmas.
Brief, but right to the point.
Merry Christmas, Tom.
I'm really sorry to bother you again, sir. But Chef insists on knowing what time the guests will arrive. He says it's about preparation, sir.
What is?
He's asked specifically. Will they arrive before the King's speech or after?
He said he was new this year. When did he join us?
October.
And he's foreign.
He's Italian, sir.
Oh, God. We're just hearing about this now? Where Tommy is? Is this the main chef? I'm so nervous right now.
Thomas Shelby.
My hand has blood.
Doesn't want to shake his hand?
Hey, how much do you pay Antonio? I was just getting £10. Didn't mean a fucking thing to him. Maybe it isn't you that pays him.
We've met him.
Here's how it is. Antonio was sent to New York.
I don't know.
You wanted to know when my guests would arrive because Antonio needed me alone.
They just said bring him here.
There's the truth.
I'll bring him in.
Antonio! Vieni qua!
Tommy's ready for him.
Che cazzo succede? Ah?
There it is. Merry Christmas, Antonio.
How many fucking times from New York? Thank God. 3 fucking cents. He said fuck you. Yeah.
You tell Darby Sabini he picked the wrong side in this war. Once we dealt with the Americans, let's go for him. Michael, they're coming today. Michael, shut up and listen. Get Polly and Ada to Charlie's yard. I've told Arthur, but I can't reach John. When you've dropped Polly and Ada, go to John's place and get him out. All right?
Small road. You better not be too late. Okay.
Sure.
Thank God.
Tell Tommy Shelby we can look after ourselves.
Tommy says that they could come for us today,
Tommy says. Are you his fucking parrot?
Look, it's the mafia, all right? And we're the Peaky fucking Blinders. No, we're not, John. We're not the Peaky fucking Blinders unless we're together. Get the fucking out!
No! Fuck, Michael too. What the fuck? Alright guys, that was the season 4 premiere, season 4, episode 1 of Peaky Blinders, and what a way to start the season. I'm kind of taking a bit back. That was a shocking moment. It looks like we've lost John. Michael was shot too, but I'm pretty sure that he was only shot once in like the side there. Those have got to be kill shots for John though, and that freaking sucks. I really like John, and this kind of goes back to last season as well. I did bring this up. I guess my prediction was a little bit off, but in the long scheme of things, it really wasn't, because I was saying last season, season 3, episode 2, I believe it was, when John first kind of set things off with the Italians, I even said like his character really felt off that episode, like he was just there to move the plot, but it never really came back. And he changed, like went back to normal immediately after that. But now, season 4, it seems like it came back. Well, we definitely saw that it came back. That was a freaking brutal ending in front of his wife, in front of Esme. Why couldn't Esme be the one to get shot? Like, I'm joking. Like, obviously she's a part of the family, but she's also a bitch. But John, man, that freaking sucks. Michael too. I know I'm gonna be all over the place for this recap. If you guys have seen my reactions before and have watched my recaps, you know that they usually are all over the place because something crazy always happens at the end of these episodes. But yeah, let's go back to the start, because the Noose, which was the episode title, I thought one of them was going to be hung, like so the call was going to come in too late from the king or whatever, and I wasn't sure who was going to be. I was a little bit worried for Polly there because she was off by herself while everyone else, it looks like the guys are all being hung together, even though I guess the entire time that they were locked away or locked up, they were all separated, which is freaking brutal, because when Arthur saw John and Michael, that's when they were calling out like they haven't seen each other forever. So that was freaking brutal. Like, they were clearly separated and they were so close to death. I don't know how many times I've said this, and most of the time it's about Tommy. I'm like, Tommy came so close to death. Tommy was nearly killed. I can't believe Tommy survived that. This time around, it was everybody else except for Tommy. Tommy was the only one that was not really in danger at all this episode. But yeah, clearly that situation in that moment right there from the Noose fucked up everybody in different ways though too. John, for the most part, didn't seem all that affected. Polly, I definitely want to spend some time talking about Polly because she seems to be the most affected by that whole experience. Michael is the only one that was still working with Tommy as well, which is a little bit surprising, but at the same time it's not, because in the season 3 finale, when everybody was turning down the money and going against Tommy in that moment, in that final scene there, he's the one that kind of stood up and accepted the money. Even Polly was like kind of surprised by that. So it doesn't surprise me that he did go back and eventually work with Tommy, because he's not really that different from Tommy anymore. I know there's been a lot of comparisons, like Ada and Polly both said to him, oh, Tommy right here. But no, I'm starting to see it. I started to see it last season as well. I'm pretty sure I did mention it, but Polly was messed up, probably the worst. Tommy wasn't really affected by the whole experience. He's always gonna be Tommy, but at the same time, he wasn't the one that was actually hung or close to being hung. So yeah, he wasn't all that affected by it, and I don't think he fully understands what they went through and how close they were to being killed off. But Polly's fucked up from it. John seems back to normal. Arthur just seems done with it all. Like, he's happy living a simpler life, which I'm happy for him. Like, it's nice to see him and Linda and their baby. I'm pretty sure I heard the name Billy Boy, so Billy. And it was nice to see him just being a father there in the garden with the chickens and with the eggs and all that. That was great to see. The one thing that kind of raised some suspicion that he's not entirely happy, though, was the later scene when Ada was there. Was it Ada? When Linda was like, or he was saying, and then Linda cut him off, that he wouldn't mind fixing cars and having his own garage. And then she was like, oh, in the future, or cars can bring mysterious people or ambitious people. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. And immediately it's like she shut down his dream. Like, that's something that he wants. If he wants to fix cars, let the man fix cars. He's given you absolutely everything. He's changed. He's come so far, and I think she's a major part of it. Never mind the noose. Like, he's come so far for her and for his new family. But I don't know if she fully appreciates that or fully understands. She better appreciate that, because we know Arthur. Like, he was always the crazy wild card. He was the rabid dog that they would send in. Like, seeing where he is now, it's actually very nice to see that he has changed and he has matured. He has come so far. But then, man, shit hit the fan this episode. The second, I wasn't sure what exactly was going on with those letters at first. Initially, I thought it was somebody that we thought was killed off, maybe coming back, letting them know that they're still alive. Like, I wouldn't have been surprised if it was like Mr. Campbell or Major Campbell or someone, but clearly that was not the case. Immediately, once they opened up the card, and I saw the name, I didn't read the whole thing because they kind of went by pretty quick, but it was like Changrietta, whatever that one Italian name was, so I knew right away. But the one thing that I did get wrong is the name Luca. When I heard that Luca was the son, I thought, or I could have sworn that John had sliced up the son of the Changrietta family, but maybe I'm wrong. Who was the one that actually got sliced up? That's my question for you guys, if you can help me out there, because I'm pretty sure one of them got sliced up and he didn't die. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he did die. Maybe that was the brother of him. But Luca, I'm pretty sure that that's Adrian Brody as well. I could be wrong about that, but I haven't seen a lot of his stuff, but from what I have seen from him, I definitely do like his work. And the very little that we saw of him this episode, his acting is right here to be on match and on par with Cillian Murphy's. So yeah, I'm excited to see what he does in this show, even though his first initial introduction, taking out John, and I'm not convinced that Michael is dead because I only saw him get shot once. He might have been hit twice. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and look when I'm editing, but I'm pretty sure we lost John in that moment. Are they just going to slaughter everyone? Like, I don't think it's a complete drive-by. They're probably going to get off of that wagon or whatever and then go and finish the job. So, yeah, I'm pretty worried about starting the next episode. That's going to be a next week thing, but, man, losing John, Tommy's going to fucking lose it. Like, he tried to save everybody. He even tried to be the bigger man, calling up everybody to warn them. I know it's Christmas, too. The timing couldn't be worse. Oh, man. Lizzie at the start, too. Could I just shout her out very quickly? I don't know why I'm asking for her permission, but I'm going to shout her out because she's come so far as well. Obviously, we know her background, or previously in the past, she was a whore, and I don't know if she's still doing that because she does work on the business side of things. I think it's more the legit side of things for Tommy's business. Oh, I should also mention as well Jesse Eden, but I'll talk about that after. But yeah, Lizzie's come so far as well. I really liked seeing her try to push him to get the gang back together and be with the family, especially come Christmas time. But Jesse Eden as well. She was brought up last season. I originally didn't even know that she was an actual person, a historical figure. And that's pretty cool. I love that the show does this sometimes, where they introduce like major historical figures and make them a part of the storyline. But I feel like this one, Churchill's always been like, or I don't want to say always been, but he's been a bigger part of the storyline. Like I remember Charlie Chaplin, when he came in for an episode, we didn't really see him at all. He was just more or less there for the time period, which is cool, but he didn't actually play a part of the story aside from Tommy naming his son after him, I guess, more or less. But yeah, I'm guessing we're going to see a lot more of her moving forward. I don't think she's going to be a love interest. I could be wrong there because I did mention it during my reaction of like, they've taken May away from me. They've taken Grace away from Tommy. They've taken the Duchess away from me. I'm going to miss her. She better come back at some point too, because there's definitely a special place in my heart for her. I really love that Duchess, but they've taken away everyone from me. So who's going to be the love interest this season? And then in walk Jesse Eden. I don't know if she's going to be a love interest, but I could definitely see her butting heads with him moving forward. Like, they were pretty much on par in that conversation, that one scene that they had together as well. Like, she knew everything about him, and then he kind of threw it back in her face when she tried to get similar wages for the women, which is perfectly respectable. But in order for him to do that, he's like, I will give them a 5% increase. It's not the 10 that you wanted, but it's 5. And she's like, okay, we're on the right path to what I want. And then immediately after that, he's like, but I'm taking 5 away from the guys to match that. So if you want it fair, you can let them know that the reason why their salary is being decreased, being cut, is in order to help pay for the women, and now they're not going to be able to pay for their families come Christmas time. So that's on you. You got your way. The women are going to get paid equally, but now the men are going to be equally pissed off as well. So that was well played by Tommy. Kind of a dickhead move, but at the same time, he's pushing it right back in her face. But yeah, this was, oh my God, this episode, what a way to start the season. Like, I'm scared where the season's going to go from here. If the first episode, they're taking out a major player. R.I.P. John. It's not confirmed yet. I don't want to go as far as saying that he's dead, but let's be real here. Those look like kill shots. He's not the Terminator. You get hit that many times, you're probably going to die. That's the only reason why I'm saying Michael's probably still alive, because I only see him get shot once or twice. I'm pretty sure it was only once, though. But the other person I want to talk about, I kind of already did a little bit, is Polly. Like, she seems to be the most affected, and it brought tears to my eyes at one point. One scene where she was kind of breaking down when Ada arrived as well, seeing the state that she was in, and she was in the middle of a breakdown when Ada arrived, and she just wanted the place to be perfect for Ada, and Ada was being super supportive as well when she's like, why are you trying to make it special for me? Like, you don't have to do all that. Just take care of yourself. And seeing her break down without the drugs and what she needs to cope and kind of grieve and get through things and just survive on a daily basis. She's like, she was more worried, like, how am I going to make it through Christmas without this stuff? Like, that was hard to see. But at the same time, I got to say, the acting was freaking fantastic. As great as it was because of how great it was hard to watch. I know we're not even fully through 4 seasons, but I truly care about these characters in the Peaky Blinders. So seeing Polly in that state, I don't like it. But the last thing I want to talk about is the assassination attempt, or the assassination that was sent to Tommy's, and that they were camping out in his house basically underneath his nose. He didn't even know until he came to the realization about when they kept on asking questions, I guess, because they were trying to figure out when exactly they should take him out. And he went by and questioned every single one with one of them. And then when he eventually questioned like the main chef and he got the truth out of him, and then Antonio walked in and he carved him up basically and shot him in the head afterwards when he's like, hey, fangolo, or whatever it was, whatever fuck you in Italian is. I knew right away it wasn't a good thing though when he said it, and then the second that it was translated to Tommy, came back to him what was said, bam, it was over for Antonio. So Merry Christmas, Antonio. It was nice knowing you for a scene or two. Nice attempt on trying to kill him, but yeah, we all knew it wasn't going to happen. So that was the last thing that I really wanted to discuss. I feel like I'm pretty sure I went through everything. I tried to the best of my ability because my brain is definitely scattered. I swear, the shows that I've been watching lately, there's been some intense shit happening. I don't know if it's just me either, but season 4's 4 shows seem to be a big thing. Like, for a lot of the big shows, I'm trying to think, like The Wire, I freaking love season 4. What else? Lost, season 4. Breaking Bad, season 4. Oh yeah, season 4, Gus, freaking nuts. What else has been watching? Game of Thrones. Everybody, I'm not through it yet, but season 4 has been freaking nuts. And then this show, everybody was telling me season 4 is amazing. So yeah, season 4 with certain shows, I guess they find their footing. They know exactly what they are, what they're trying to do with stories, with the story that they're trying to tell. And yeah, I am here for it. But as always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys could like, subscribe, really helps my channel grow. Until next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I ain't not the one to be yo-yo, and when you put that shit on me, then I watch you leave, let you back in, you came back in and shit on me, drag me along for a week.